welcome to the show. Today we're discussing the CBS News item, and the item indicates that an audit finds California spent $24 billion on homelessness in 5 years, but they can't track the outcomes. $24 billion. Poof. And so it says that within the article that you have all these makeshift tents lining up the streets, disrupting businesses, but where does this money go to then? Jacob, what is your thought on the estimated amount of homelessness in California? How many do you think?
Oh, how many people? Oh man, that's a good question. Maybe
This can't be right.
800,000?
What they're saying can't be right.
What are they saying?
They're
I don't
saying
remember.
they're saying homelessness, an estimated 171,000 people are homeless in California, which amounts to roughly 30% of all of the homeless people in the US. So you're saying 800,000. That's funny.
I was way over.
It's so bad that you think it's 8 times worse than the actual problem. They might be underselling it, to
I
be
think they
honest.
are a little bit, but it's probably not 800. It's probably more half of
But
that. Yeah.
but it 30% of all the homeless in
Yeah.
California, in the US. So
And you gotta remember, it's hard to count people who are homeless too, for a lot of reasons, obviously.
true,
But yeah.
true.
Can I just
So
say, go ahead.
yeah, what?
I was gonna say that I don't want to jump on what you're about to say, but I know that there's just not enough accountability. I think that it just upsets me when you share those numbers regarding how amount of money that's spent. It triggers me because I just think no accountability. And where's the accountability? We should all know about the accountability. And if it's like let's just throw money at the problem, but let's not have accountability. It doesn't make sense. I'm sorry, it just kind of upsets me, especially when you first brought it to me. I was just like, what the heck? I don't get it.
Well, in the article, it mentions that Newsom, Governor Gavin Newsom, has made homelessness a top priority. But how do you not know where your money is going? How do you lose all this money, or at least don't have a serious way in which to track outcomes? So some people might wonder, well, what does this have to do with this channel? I guess for me, as at my school, we are undergoing this WASC accreditation, which some schools go through every few years. And there's so much that you need to be held. So you use the word accountability. We are held accountable for. There are so much data that we need to turn over to the state, that we need to turn over to this WASC accreditation agency, which basically kind of rubber stamps schools saying this school is accredited. You can send your child to this school. This is a strong school in terms of their academics, mission statement, everything falls in line. Teachers are also held accountable in various ways. And we're put under this type of scrutiny for WASC, and California is just go scot-free with the amount of money coming in and what they're spending and what we're getting out of this. This is a real scandal.
I mean, just yesterday, I think I sent you something regarding this one program in LA, just one program that has the director or one of the directors making something like $240,000 a year uh, for a homeless program, right? And I'm like, who's making that kind of money? And then there's no results, and they're building some homes, but it turns out that the ones that they've built so far it accumulates to something like $800,000 per unit. $800,000 per small unit, it doesn't so the numbers aren't working. People are definitely getting kickbacks. I don't want to talk about the governor. I don't know for sure, but some people are getting kickbacks. It's happening. It's obvious that money is going. You said 24 billion is
Well,
just vanished, gone.
well, kickbacks implies criminal behavior,
Yeah.
but you don't even have to go there to just kind of assume if there's money involved that's coming in, there's the people are incentivized or agencies are incentivized to keep to keep the homeless people there, and to grow homelessness. If you think about it, if there's money there, but people don't think of it like that. People don't think of efficiency like this. They just think, oh, the more money
Yeah.
we throw at the problem will go away. But that's not right. And I might link the WASC website, or the WASC, I keep saying, the WASC um, manual.
Yeah.
If you go through the accreditation manual, you'll see how onerous it is. And rightfully so if you think about it. Uh, schools need to be rigorous.
Hmm.
Schools need to have strong teachers. They need to have very high standards. Nobody's questioning that. But why doesn't the state of California have high standards in meeting the needs of homeless people?
Yeah.
And really, let's face it, I live in downtown LA. I think it's a misnomer to call it a homeless problem. You should probably call it a homeless slash drug abuse slash mental health problem,
Good.
because a lot of these people um, that I see on around my street sometimes have some serious mental health issues.
Yeah.
It's not as if you could offer them a home and they'll be like, "Thank you. I've wondered where I can rest my head. I've been wondering that."
Yeah. I
It's
mean,
frustrating.
it is, and I do want to end with this because you brought up the WASC. I've been involved in 3 or 4 WASC, and I've been part of the team that put the document together, and it is blows you away. And if you don't do it, you don't get accredited. So why, who is watching? Who's going to keep California accountable? We the people. I mean, really, if our elected officials aren't telling us where this money's going, or if they're not spending our tax dollars correctly, we got to vote them out. But California is married to voting just one certain way, and we're getting what we deserve, I guess. But I don't want to get too political on that, but it just frustrates me. Like, why we need to change this? There has to be accountability. And I think the whole point of this episode is that, hey, we as teachers are held to a standard. Why are not our elected officials held to something similar or even more so? So, yeah, it's frustrating. It really is.
Let us know what you think, everybody. It is a situation where some of us are held to a high standard, but others are not. And we think it's a problem, but what do you think? Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.